First service call of the day, folks. As I was leaving the office at 7:08 this morning, I sent the homeowner client a text message. I said, good morning. I'll be arriving around 8. As I was approaching and about a few minutes away, I text him again. Looks like zero traffic and we'll be arriving early. When you're ready, we'll be outside in about 5 minutes. He read that, followed up with a text message that says, hey, I ran in to get some coffee. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. You can pull into my driveway. If you want to get started, you can go into the back and look at the air handler. I mean, look at the condensing unit. All right. Let's go see. Oh, look at that. Nice Fujitsu single zone. I'm going to guess, just by the looks of it, looks like a 36 or a 24,000 BTU unit. What do you think, Gio? What do you think?
I think around the same.
I was right. AOU 36 RLXB. And they didn't use the white line set that is prone to leaks. They used this black foam insulation on there. He's got the hose, the garden hose, going across it to here. So a good technician is observant of their surroundings, because you'll need water to properly clean this. Looks like they used the 77 size line set covers. And I'm gonna guess that there's a unit right there. But before we get started, oh, hello doggy. We need to make sure that the unit is operational. All right, we forced operation of the indoor unit to manual cool. Let this thing run, make sure it works. All right, folks, took a few minutes, but the outdoor unit is now running as well as the indoor. We're gonna pull the disconnect. Gio's gonna pull the disconnect the way I taught him. He's gonna have his left hand behind his back. His right hand is gonna be utilized to open the door, and he's gonna pull it out one straight forward motion. Now, when doing that, there's a whole method to the madness, and that is, God forbid there's an electrical short there, the power will transfer up his arm, down the right side of his body into the ground, and bypassing the left side where his heart is. Now that it's been disconnected, Gio's gonna remove the screws here, holding on the front grill, protecting the condenser fan motor and fan motor blade. And then we're going to rinse the system from the inside out, opposite direction of airflow when the unit is normally running. A lot of ductless systems, ductless systems do need to be cleaned. They are relatively low maintenance. Keeping the indoor filter clean and making sure the outdoor coils are clean are imperative for reliable and efficient operation. But if you have a Mikey Pipes powered by ACIQ Mini Split System, you don't need to wash the outdoor unit as frequently as you do in a normal system, because at the conclusion of every cycle of operation, the fan runs in reverse and pushes all that dirt and the environmental dust, pollen, what have you, out the back. And that's genius. Go to aciq.com/MikeyPipes for more details on that. I got the 3 screws removed from the bottom of the unit. We're going to take off the front door. There are 2 little levers right there. This thing comes out. There's Gio coming in. You all clean in there, out there?
Oh, I just got to clean the top.
A little bit of growth on this, but nothing terrible. Could be worse. Not terrible. Could be better though.
So lazy.
Americans are so lazy. Yeah, I hear you. You can say that again.
You know, other countries that they found like they were ambitious, but you know, if you don't understand the opportunity that you're giving somebody.
So a lot of them don't. That's the thing. A lot of them don't understand the opportunity when learning a trade. And I'm not, not to, sound like, holier than thou, but, should they pay us? I really think they should, because when we're doing this and we're showing them step by step on explaining it, we're slowing down the task. Exactly. We're teaching. It's like a school. It should be. Should pay to be on the job training. Or in-field, education, because these trade schools, they suck. They do. They're horrible. Like these kids, they don't even know. They don't know half of it. It's crazy. All right, we have the bib set up. Let's spray this down with some chemical. Well, it didn't start that way. What got me motivated to, or even thinking about this, like creating content, being on social media, doing all this other crazy stuff, was about 2010, 2011. My combustion analyzer that I used to test boilers broke, and it needed to be like totally refurbished, or it needed to be replaced. So I was doing research online, and I came across a YouTube video. I was like, "Hey, what's this YouTube thing? Let me just watch this video." And it was a guy, a plumber in the Northeast, and he has this combustion analyzer by Testo. It's called the Model 320. I have like 6 of them now, right? And has a color display. It's nice. It's very it's nice. It's a good piece of equipment. European engineering, and then the guy is like, it doesn't have that much bedside manner the way I was taught, to handle engagements with clients and homeowners, business owners, things like that. And I'm like, but the content or what he's showing or what he's trying to show is fascinating. So I end up buying this Testo 320, and now I need to know how to use it. And he has videos on how to use it. So I'm watching these videos like, this guy's just like, I don't know, he's an asshole, right? And I was like, but it's educational. I was like, you know what? Maybe I can make my own little videos. So I did a couple here and there, like once every couple months, and my tone was just very monotone. And that's the reason why I had no views on these videos, but whatever. So it just slowly picked up. In like 2019, I went from like 100 subscribers to like 1,000 subscribers, right? It's a year before COVID. And it literally from 1,000 to 10,000 in a few months. And then from 10,000 to 50,000 in like, I think a year or two later. And then 100,000 at that point was like another few months, right? So now, but now it's like settled off a little bit. So we're around 195,000. But I go to work now just to create content. I love what I do, and do I need to go here? Listen, I have a great team. Do I need to go in the field every single do this? No, the company everything is like a well-oiled machine. There's always room for improvements and things like that, but I have great guys. I consider them all family, and we get the job done, and everyone loves it. And I also encourage transparency, and they have their own YouTube channels as well. Well, can I go somewhere else? Yeah, that's possible. But there are chiefs and there are Indians in this world, right? Not to be like a racist or whatever thing, it's facts, right? There are leaders and there are guys that follow instructions very well. So it's not for everyone. But I gotta tell you something, there are some days, and there's a lot of them, where it's like I'm pulling my hair out, like the stress is just too much, and it's not fun. Every Wednesday, where's the money for payroll? Where's this? On top of all the other expenses, the business insurance, which is skyrocketing, everything else like that just skyrockets. But I find it fun and fascinating. I love it. All right, we have saturated the evaporator coil with spray 9, even the back piece, and the blower motor compartment. You can see how the spray 9 is just soaking into, be quiet Siri, soaking into all the inner components. Very, very nice. You're gonna see what that looks like when we're done power washing.
I work on music that's unreleased, and I can't put some music next year's release.
Correct. All right, let's clean. Wow, it's like, didn't even look that dirty. That was just 2 little spots with the pressure washer. But wow. Huh. Wow, it's like years of dirt and grime just got blasted. to, oh, you're not Geo. I wanted to see if he vacuumed out the drain line yet. Yeah. So we have maintenance plans with these. We come once a year, and we do what we're doing right now. It's cheaper to have the plan. It's billed monthly than to pass as you go. But most of my clients, that have ductless systems, we do that for. But it's not for everyone. Some people just like, pay as you go. It's fine. But with these ductless systems, even by keeping the filters clean religiously with that, they're still like, it's a primitive filter. It's a washable filter. It's not like it's a high MERV rating one on your central air conditioning system that, is pleated. It's a very simple filter, and it doesn't capture everything. So if it doesn't capture everything, stuff's going to go through it, and it's going to get trapped on the blower wheel as it's always moving air. And it's nasty. Like, you should see, like, I didn't drop the video yesterday, but the day before yesterday, I dropped the video of a cleaning, and these things were black. Like, the growth on the wheels is, like, sickening. It's like...
Breathing it.
Yeah, you're breathing that in. Of course, yeah.
Are you expanding your business to different?
Yeah, I'm in South Carolina and Florida. A lot of dirt behind that. Let me do the spray on. Spray on?
This uses gravity to exit the condensation.
Yeah, there's no pumps. All right. Getting there. Getting there. incredibly large throw here. The unit's plug in that unit outside? Yep.
Good, this one.
Yep. Alright, right now we're going to use the fan to throw off all that water. We have a lot of sensitive equipment in this room, so got the bib still hooked up, pushing it all into the 5-gallon bucket. So he had forgotten to vacuum out the drain line. So there it is. All right, Gio, you're good. You're good, yep. There you go. There's the corrugated drain tubing from the indoor unit to outside. And I gotta admit, they did a really nice job with the install. And as I was telling the homeowner, the only thing I would have done differently is put the surge protector in, and I would have used a wall mount bracket. But because of the homeowner's profession, the potential for vibration with the unit mounted to the wall, it's better on the ground. And they use the high-rise feet to bring that up, little risers there for the condenser. But overall, very, very nice install. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes, and Free Friday is back. It's Friday, May 1st, 2026. We're in front of 1010 Central Avenue here at our New York headquarters here for Pipe Doctor Home Services. We're all ready to go at 12 o'clock today. Free hot dogs, free french fries, free popcorn, and a free live demonstration of the Mikey Pipes powered by ACIQ heat pump inverter HVAC system. This is not a ductless system, ladies and gentlemen. This is a ducted central heating and central cooling system that's ultra efficient. And you want to know how I know it's ultra efficient? Because on the front of my unit, in real time, the current electrical status of the machine, 213 volts incoming, using 2.4 amps, 499 watts of power with a power factor of 0.96. We're running in heat pump mode, folks. System is blowing out hot air, all from our digital Wi-Fi enabled thermostat. Oh my God, I can't wait to share this with you guys. 1010 Central Avenue. Come on down, Woodmere, New York. Let's go. We're off to a slow start here on Free Friday, but it's amazing how you give something with no expectation of anything in return. Like Free Friday, for example. I just got a $146 donation for poster number 146 from Paul in Merrimack, New Hampshire. Paul's Mechanical Company. Is it Paul's Mechanical Company? Paul Mechanical, LLC. Check him out. He's in Merrimack, New Hampshire, zip code 03054. Let's show him some Google business profile love with a 5-star review. He's a good man. We have someone taking a spot in front of the shop, though, but I'm going to send him poster number 143. He donated $150. 143. Hold on, we have that here. 143. 148, 154, 139, 140, 138, oh no, 148, no, we got it, 149, 146, 144, 144, 145, oh my God, should I just change the number around? Paul, we got number 144 here of 150. You know what? I'm going to send you 2 posters. I'm going to send you the closest I have. I'm going to send you 140 and 144. I'm sorry, Paul, 143 went somewhere else. But guys, these posters, limited edition posters, $150. 150 limited runs, limited prints were made. Thank you guys. 150 posters. I had a long day. I've been yelling at Gio all day long. You have no idea. We don't have that many posters left, but your donation of $42.50 will get you a poster. I'm going to send him 2 posters. Thank you guys.